The ladies from Gimme a Break, Lori Hendler. Thelma Hopkins, who stars as Dr. Addie Wilson. And Laura Jill Miller, who plays Samantha. And representing one of daytime's hottest soaps, the team.
Okay, now we're back to normal. Left, right. Now we're starting to go left, left, left.
Now, which side are we going around the kayak?
Okay, Steve's going to hold us and push us right back. This one, well, we're getting in. Now,
Man and 2 women. In the first leg of the race, 2 of them row up around a buoy and back. The second group does the same. The scoring is 100 points for first place, 75 for second, and 50 for third. Bruce is with a man who claims to be an authority on this sport.
Bruce, you may not know this about me, but I once challenged the entire distance of the Mississippi River.
Prowess, we'll look at how Star Games works. The competition is made up of 18 teams, which are randomly matched up until 3 teams make it to the finals. Here's the bracket that today's teams are in. The winners and the second-place finishers from each of the competitions advance. In the second round, the same process continues, and so on.
Now, that is a lot of competition. But let's get back to the pool. The race is about to begin, Mary.
Ladies and gentlemen, rowing in the first lane.
In lane number 1, from famed Gimme a Break, rowing the first leg, Laura Jill Miller and Billy Hupsey. Rowing in the second leg, Lori Hendler and Carlo Imperato. In lane 2, from the second leg, Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman. And in the third lane from General Hospital, Jackie Zeman and Steve Vaughn. Sherilyn Walter and Brian Patrick Clark.
Okay, now there are the lanes. Now again, it's up around the buoy and back 2 times.
Brian Patrick Clark gives General Hospital a great push-off for an early lead. Jackie and Steve not exactly paddling in unison, but they're keeping their lead. Laura Jill Miller from the famed Gimme a Break team seems to like the low rider approach. Laura Jill and Billy Hupsey now seeming to have trouble staying level at the buoy. Police Academy's Leslie Easterbrook and Bruce Mahler are stuck on the buoy. General Hospital still ahead. They're on their way back. A very determined Billy Hupsey and Laura Jill Miller. The first changeover, the exchange now very important. A team can really lose time or make up time here. Let's see how they all do. Well, General Hospital seem to have the best exchange. Now it's Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman trying to go in the right direction. General Hospital, smooth maneuver.
Scruffy's very disappointed.
The Police Academy team must have gone back to get Scruffy on board. They are so far behind. Carlo Imperato and Lori Hendler a little bit off course. Deborah Lee Scott and Brant Van Hoffman finally making some headway. In fact, they're even catching the famed Gimme a Break. Team. General Hospital wins with a time of 1:46.82. Police Academy now in second, and they're coming into the finish. Famed Gimme a Break still is having steering problems. Well, Deborah Lee Scott is relieved. I don't think she really likes the water too much. General Hospital discussing a great win. now, Lori Hendler and Carlo Imperato, as they take the scenic route.
Good, so let's not do that anymore.
Well, we're not going to do it anymore. Now we're going to win.
Now we know what losing feels like, so we're through with that.
All right.
And another look at Shirley.
Police Academy in second with 75, and Fame, Give Me a Break, 50 points.
There's no question General Hospital, one of daytime's hottest soap operas, and one of its stars, Brian Patrick Park, a former college football player.
Linebacker Dick Butkus is with Jackie Z.
Former college football player.
Linebacker Dick Butkus is with Jackie Zeman. General Hospital's Bobby, a bad girl turned good. But it looks like she may be returning to her old ways.
Hey, big fella. What are you doing out here?
Time for the swimming events. First up will be the women's sprint. There are 2 women from each team participating. Each will swim 25 yards or 1 width of the pool. The scoring, 50 points for first, 25 for second, and 10 for third. Bruce is once again with a man who is as at home in the water as Flipper himself.
Someone with quite another story.
What? I'm here with Deborah Lee Scott, my person.
For the introductions.
25 yards for Brooke.
In lane number 1 from Police Academy, Leslie Easterbrook. In lane 2 from Fame, Give Me a Break, Laura Jill Miller. Lane number 3 from General Hospital, Sherilyn Walder. In lane 4 from Police Academy, Deborah Lee Scott. She looks ready. In lane 5 from Fame, Give Me a Break, it's Lori Hendler. And in lane 6 from the General Hospital team, Shelley Taylor Morgan.
Look at Deborah Lee Scott. She looks anxious.
The start, and it's very even. Right now, the race seems to be between Lori Hendler. She's in lane 5. Shelley Taylor Morgan in lane 6, and Laura Jill Miller in lane 2. A very close third. It's going to be Lori Hendler taking first place, but the call between second and third, too close. Let's take one more look at that. That's Shelley in lane 6, Laura to her far side. Looks like Shelley just touched around. And that's how they finished. Fame, Give Me a Break, claiming first and third. And let's take one more look at the style and grace of Deborah Lee Scott. I don't think she's mastered her stroke quite yet.
I just want to cry. I want to go home and go to bed.
You got your swimming part over there, right?
No, there's relay next. I have to jump over somebody and swim. Oy vey.
Now it's time for the men to get in the water for the men's swim sprints. Now, it works the same as the women's event. 2 participants from each team. It's just 25 yards, definitely a sprint. And the point system, 50 points for first, 25 for second, and 10 points for third. Now, the scoring so far in the competition is General Hospital with 125, Fame, Give Me a Break, 110, and Police Academy, 75. And Campbell right now is with Steve Bond of General Hospital.
We've been watching you in practice, and you...
Now, here are the scores after 2 events. Now let's get to the intros of the men's swim sprints. Barry.
In lane number 1, Bruce, from General Hospital, it's Steve Bond. Lane 2 from Police Academy, Scott Thompson. Swimming in lane 3 from Fame, Give Me a Break, Carlo Imperato. In lane number 4 from General Hospital, it's Brad Mall. Lane 5 from Police Academy, Brad Van Hoffman. And in lane 6 from Fame, Give Me a Break, Billy Hupsey.
Well, some of these guys are in pretty good shape, and I think this should be a relatively quick race.
Carlo Imperato, a great dive. He takes an early lead. And look at Brad Van Hoffman in lane 5. Van Hoffman catching him quickly and now taking a slight lead. Lane 6 is Billy Hupsey. Lane 2, Carlo Imperato. Lane 1, Steve Bond, very close. Brad Van Hoffman wins, but another close call for second.
France winning time, 12.25 seconds. And while he's celebrating that victory, let's take another look at that close race for second. That's Carlo Imperato in lane 3 and Steve Bond in lane 1. And a slow motion replay shows that Carlo just touches out for second, Steve Bond third. Now there are the placements in this event, and Pamela is with the winner.
There were 2 fish on either side of me, and I thought I was going to come in maybe third, fourth. And all of a sudden my teammates are jumping in the water going, you won, you idiot, you won. I owe it all to Flipper. Yeah.
And Scruffy, we did it for Scruffy.
Oh, that's right.
Our armadillo who's across, he'll be over here in a minute. Scruffy! Scruff, Pamela Suma, he loves you. He does.
Okay, after 3 events, Police Academy is closing the gap, and it's becoming a very tight race. Perhaps the Police Academy mascot
shows that these teams are pretty evenly matched. Here's Bruce with a description of the event.
The swim relay is coming up next, a real team event. There'll be 4 members on each team that'll be racing. Now, the first swimmer goes 50 yards. That's up the pool and back. The next 2 swimmers will go 25, and the third swimmer will swim another 50 yards. Now, the scoring system, 100 points for first, 75 for second, and 50 for third.
All right, Bruce, here are the lineups for the relay. In lane 1, Fame, Gimme a Break. Billy Hupsey swimming 50 yards. Lori Hendler, 25 yards. Laura Jill Miller, 25 yards. And the anchor, Carlo Imperato, 50 yards. In lane 2 from the General Hospital team, Brian Patrick Clark will swim the first leg. Shelley Taylor Morgan, the second leg. Sherilyn Walder, the third leg. Steve Bond, the anchor leg. And in lane 3 from the Police Academy team, Scott Thompson will lead off, followed by Deborah Lee Scott. Leslie Easterbrook next. And Brant Van Hoffman will anchor. They're at the blocks.
Set.
Billy Hupsey, a great dive. Brian Patrick Clark is second. Scott Thompson third. Remember, these guys have to swim 2 laps. Time can be made or lost on the turns. Race right now close between Brian Patrick Clark and Billy Hupsey. Oh, no flip turns there. Brian Patrick Clark stopped at the wall. That's going to cost him. Billy Hupsey a little off the track, but he straightened himself out. Scott Thompson seems to be struggling a little. The Police Academy team seems to have their troubles in the water. Meanwhile, Billy Hupsey's given his Fame Gimme a Break team quite a lead. We'll see now how the ladies do on their sprint. Lori Hendler was first in, Shelley Taylor Morgan second, and Deborah Lee Scott is off third. Lori Hendler has given her team even more of a lead now. That's Sherilyn Walder taking off in the middle lane. Deborah Lee not exactly at a record pace, but she's getting across. Now let's get back to the lead. That's Carlo Imperato in the water for the last 50 meters over in lane 1. Steve Bond going in after him. This is a repeat matchup of the last event. Now we'll see if Steve Bond can get a little revenge here. That's Leslie Easterbrook just finishing the third leg for Police Academy. Brant Van Hoffman swimming the last leg. They have saved their best for last. But it's Carlo Imperato who seems to be holding his own. He isn't going to let this one get away. His teammates waiting for him at the finish line. And that's it. First place, 100 points. Steve Bond will finish second. Brant coming in third. And he really wasn't that far behind. But for Carlo Imperato, a big win for the Fame Gimme a Break team. And right now, he is with Pamela Sue Martin.
Let me say something. Let me say something to America. Fame is going to live forever. And give me a break. All right, number 1. I love it.
So you're in the lead now.
We're going to stay there. We're going to stay there. We're going to stay there. We ain't going back for nothing. All these old people got to take their vitamins.
So, after 4 events, the points have split up. Now, the swimming events are over, but the memory of this morning's events might last a lot longer for some, more than others.
No, I'm not going in the water anymore.
I think so. The team has got to get 4 points and then to 6.
6
and then
games.
6 games.
And you're the winner. You're the winner.
Winner.
You got it now?
No, I don't think so. But
why not?
It doesn't matter because I'm not playing.
Get off that. Let's see how it goes.
Back to the competition. Our commissioner does have problems with these General Hospital people. The Fame Gimme a Break team took charge of the courts, just like they did at the pool. General Hospital gave it a valiant effort. There were some brilliant shots made, like that one. All it did was make the match go just a little longer. Watch. At match point against Police Academy, Lori Hendler and Billy Hupsey just sat back and watched. So, Fame Gimme a Break finishes first. Police Academy is second, and General Hospital is third. And at the end of 5 events, Fame Gimme a Break is ahead with 285 points. points, followed by General Hospital with 220 points, and Police Academy with 200 points in a close race for second. And while the team members from Fame Gimme a Break relish their lead, let's take a closer look at that team. Carlo Emperato was Fame's Daddy Amatullo. Carlo was a singer as well, with a #1 hit in England to his credit. One can easily see he loves sports. Billy Hutsey plays Christopher Donlin on Fame. He's a former Golden Gloves boxer and a disco champion. Thelma Hopkins, Dr. Addie Wilson on Gimme a Break, probably best known as the wisecracking member of Tony Orlando's Dawn. Laura Jill Miller may be the smallest competitor in the field. That doesn't seem to stop her. Laura will soon be appearing in her first feature film, Touch and Go, with Michael Keaton. Laurie Hendler, the bespectacled brainy sister Julie on Gimme a Break, is an avid skier and tennis player as well as an all-around athlete. Her first television experience came on the streets of San Francisco. Jesse Borrego became a regular cast member on Fame in 1984. With his dance background, he should be an invaluable member of his team.
Mr. Budget! Are you ready?
Bruce and Pamela out on the field.
Hi.
General Hospital and Police Academy have some work to do. Back for the dash for the cash.
Let's go to the field where Police Academy is doing a little extra training.
Up! Up! Hey, come on! Come on! You guys want to win that cash? Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah! Yeah! You want to win those cars? Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah! Yeah!
The reason Leslie's putting the Police Academy team through such a strenuous workout is because they are playing for some serious cash and prizes. You want to know how serious?
How serious?
Well, I'll tell you how serious. This week's first place team will start with $30,000. The second place squad will share $21,000, and the third place team will get $12,000. Now, the top two teams from this week's competition will also move on with the possibility of taking a total of, get this, $165,000. Now, each member of the overall winning team will also drive away in a Pontiac Sunbird.
Oh.
Real good, guys.
The standings at this point in the competition are Fame Gimme a Break has 285 points, General Hospital 220, and Police Academy 200 points. And now we've moved over to the track. The next event, the women's 50-yard dash. Now there are 2 runners from each team. Now the points go 50 for first, 25 for second, and 10 points for third. Now it is a very, very close competition. It is all going to come down to the running. And they're at the starting blocks.
All right, Bruce, the women's 50-yard dash about to begin. We'll go to the starting line now for the introductions. First of all, in lane 1, from Fame Gimme a Break, Laurie Hendler. In lane 2, from General Hospital, it's Sherilyn Walter. Over in lane number 3, from Fame Gimme a Break, Thelma Hopkins. In lane 4, from Police Academy, Leslie Easterbrook. Lane number 5, from General Hospital, it's Jackie Zeman. And in lane 6, from Police Academy, Marion Ramsey.
In lanes 2 and 3, Barry, Sherilyn Walter and Thelma Hopkins have looked very good in practice.
Goes up. Sherilyn gets the best start. She takes a quick lead. Thelma Hopkins and Laurie Hendler pretty close together. Sherilyn coming across the finish line first for General Hospital. 6.67.
And a congratulatory hug.
Second and third.
One more look at that race. Sherilyn Walter picking up 50 points for General Hospital. Thelma Hopkins eased out Laurie Hendler, but Fame Gimme a Break gets the points for both second and third.
6 events, here are the scores. And Pamela Sue Martin is with Brian Patrick Clark.
Brian, I understand that you once won.
Men's sprint. Guys are at the starting line for their introductions. In lane number 1, from Police Academy, Brent Van Hoffman. In lane number 2, from General Hospital, it's Brian Patrick Clark. Lane 3, Billy Hupsey from Fame Gimme a Break.
In lane 4.
Racing in lane 4, Police Academy's Scott Thompson. Over in lane 5, it's Jesse Borrego from Fame Gimme a Break. And on the outside, in lane number 6, from General Hospital, Steve Bond.
And a little good luck handshake between Jesse Borrego and Billy Hupsey. They're getting ready, and the gun is going up.
Runners are on their marks. And set. Billy Hupsey gets off quickly. Brian Patrick Clark in lane 2. Jesse Borrego lane 5. Brent Van Hoffman in lane 1. It's very, very close, and Billy Hupsey wins it. Teammate Jesse Borrego is second. Brian Patrick Clark finishes third.
A great race. A little bit of acknowledgement between Billy Hupsey and Jesse Borrego. Now the winning time, 6.01 seconds. And Barry, the whole team is excited about this victory because that means they win today's competition and will move on to the next round. But second place is still up for grabs because they will also move on to the second round. Ham's with the winners.
Congratulations, you guys. You won it, and you're going to be in the second round. How do you feel? Terrific.
I feel great.
Great.
We're ready to keep going.
like winners.
Keep going on and on. We're going to take it.
We wanted 9 seconds.
You will real soon.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it up. Thank you.
Fame, give me a break. That's your first place team. Up next, the race for number 2. Decisions before the final event. Flip has a little story that he wants to share with Bruce.
These runners.
Back to the question of the day. Who'll come in second? Well, Bruce is on the field with 2 of the captains right now.
Well, the whole day of competition has come down to this. Police Academy just has to win. If you win this race.
Right.
Bruce.
Let me point out to you over there. I'm going to run from here to there. I'm going to do my best to win. If I lose, that means that all I have to look forward to tonight is an incredible party.
The runners are at the starting line. Barry, the introductions.
All right, Bruce, for Police Academy's do or die final effort, running the first 110 leg is Scott Thompson. Running the second 110 leg, Leslie Easterbrook. Bruce Marlowe will run the 220. Marion Ramsey is running the 440. The Fame Gimme a Break team is in the middle lane. Laura Jill Miller is running the first leg. Thelma Hopkins will run the second leg. Arlo Alvarado will run third. And Jesse Borrego is running the anchor. I understand Jesse's pretty fast. Remember, Fame has already won today, so they really don't have any pressure on them whatsoever. Okay, now for General Hospital. Up first, Sherilyn Walder. Jackie Zeman is next. Brian Patrick Clark will run the 220. And Steve Bond will run the anchor leg.
All right, now if Police Academy wins, they go on. If not, General Hospital goes on and Police Academy goes home.
That's Sherilyn Walder on the left of your screen. Laura Jill Miller in the center. Scott Thompson on the inside. Remember, Sherilyn Walder won the women's sprint. She's off very quickly here, Bruce.
Obviously a mismatch with Scott Thompson going up against the 2 ladies.
And he has just about made up that stagger already. Here is Sherilyn Walder now. We head for the first handoff. And the handoff now to Jackie Zeman for General Hospital. Leslie Easterbrook also taking the handoff just about the same time. And Jackie Zeman extending her lead a little bit here. You see a couple of these runners start to tie up now as we come up to the other exchange. Handoff now to Brian Patrick Clark and Bruce Mahler. Still very, very close between those two. And we head now for the third exchange. And Carlo Emperado Mahler. Carlo coming right by, just blowing by Mahler. Remember now, Police Academy has to win to move on into the second round. Final lap coming up now. It's going to be Steve Bond and Jesse Borrego along with Marion Ramsey. It is Bond on the inside. Borrego running in the center of the track. Ramsey trailing.
And Jesse Borrego starting to make his move on the outside, but Steve Bond very determined, holding them off as they go down the backstretch. Remember, it's 440 yards once around the track. That's a long way.
An extremely difficult event, but Borrego running very smoothly. He looks like a track man, Bruce.
Hey, look at the determined look on Steve Bond.
And Borrego tying up a little bit. It is Steve Bond now, who is running the race virtually all by himself. It is Bond in first place, Borrego in second place, Marion Ramsey a distant third. They come around the final turn.
And Jesse Borrego looks like his spirit has been broken, but not Steve Bond. Look at him charging to the finish line.
Steve Bond wins it, does so for his team. General Hospital finishing first. Fame Give Me a Break is second. Police Academy a distant third. Marion Ramsey has just about said, that's enough. I'll leave it to the guys.
I'm sorry. I'm not finished. Tomorrow.
I couldn't catch Brian, man.
That's because he already had a jump.
You guys.
And I couldn't pull that lead in.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No, don't worry. You're fine. God bless you. We checked it. We got him. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Boy, that's good.
Beautiful. Beautiful running.
Really good. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's stopping. I cannot. That was kind of like sex, I think. Excuse me.
He came right up on your shoulder there. I didn't know if you were going to make it.
Hey, man.
Fame Give Me a Break and General Hospital will move on now into the second round of competition. As for the members of the third place team, Police Academy.
Well, I guess that means...
Academy Party. The winning team members from the overall competition will win a Pontiac Sunbird. Practical, easy to own, and flat out fun to drive. Only from Pontiac. We build excitement.